Hey folks, Damon here. So this is the big one. This is the one that people have been requesting. This is the dish that you will be cooking every single week, every time you have friends round, every time your family are over. This is the one that will impress everyone. It is fantastic. I'm talking about my black pepper beef. This is a restaurant quality dish that you will reproduce time and time and time again if you try it once. Right, now that I've built myself up, I'm probably at risk of knocking myself down, but I don't believe so. So what we're cooking today is, as I've said, it's a black pepper beef. It's a two-stage process. We're going to be making up a marinade first that we will be adding to our beef. We're going to let our beef sit. And then once our beef is ready, we're going to be adding a few other ingredients to it to create that final iconic black pepper beef as you would expect to receive it in your local Chinese restaurant. Okay, so marinade for a black pepper beef. You'd think a key ingredient might be black pepper, and you'd be right. So I have 2 teaspoons of whole black peppercorns that you probably can't see from here because I'm not going to pour them all over my kitchen floor, but 2 teaspoons of black peppercorns in my mortar. Now, you do not want to be grinding these to a pulp. You want to be basically just cracking them, just bruising them. You still want decent sized bits of pepper in the finished article, okay? So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okie dokie, I've cracked my black pepper. I'm going to add it to my mixing bowl. This just smells amazing. Just cracking these peppercorns releases a fantastic peppery aroma. So that's our pepper. So the next ingredient for our marinade is 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. I sometimes try and offer you guys substitutes for ingredients you might not have. I can't for this one, it's oyster sauce. You're gonna have to find it. I'm sorry, but it's very crucial for this recipe. Oh, that's so thick and silky, brilliant. So the next thing we want to be adding to our marinade is a tablespoon of Shaoxing wine. If you cannot find Shaoxing wine, you don't have any to hand, I always say that mirin or sake is a good substitute. Obviously, you also might not have those to hand, in which case, dry sherry. Standard supermarket dry sherry will work really well. 1 tablespoon. Our next ingredient is a teaspoon of light soy sauce. If you do not have light specifically, you can always just use standard soy sauce. Just a teaspoon though is fine. Next is a splash of sesame oil, no more than, again, about a teaspoon. And the last ingredient before we add our meat is a teaspoon of corn flour. So now, grab a spoon, give it a big old stir. Keep stirring until the corn flour is properly absorbed into the marinade, creating a lovely, thick, dark brown, peppery bowl of awesomeness. Check this out, look at this. Oh. Right, so this is a marinade. We need something to marinate, which is why I've got this in my hand. This is a bowl of beef fillet, which I've cut into strips, and I have velveted. Now, if you don't know what velveting is, it's a technique for tenderizing meat, and I have produced a helpful how-to video for you, the link to which might be appearing on the screen somewhere now, but is certainly in the description below. Okay, so this, we're just going to add to our marinade, give it a good stir in, set it aside for a minimum of 1/4 of an hour, so 15 minutes, preferably at least an hour or 2 if you can, even overnight. Overnight is better. If you can make it up the day before, do it overnight. You'll thank me for it. But minimum 15 minutes, that'll work fine. Right then, so I think that's my meat nicely coated. It's looking amazing, smelling amazing. I love my beef on the rare side, so I'm actually tempted just to tuck into that straight away, but I'm not going to. I need to pop this in the fridge whilst I get my other ingredients ready for my black pepper beef. Right, so I'm super excited to get this finished off. So let's do so. Wok, about a tablespoon of sesame oil. Again, if you need substitutes, use the ones I recommended earlier. That looks pretty thin and hot and about ready. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our bowl of awesome smelling marinated beef from earlier. You want to be adding this to your wok strip by strip. You want to be keeping as much of the marinade in the bowl as possible because that's going to form the sauce later on. Okay, so for each strip that you add to your wok, you're probably looking at no more than about 20 to 30 seconds aside. But literally be adding them one by one like this so that you're trying to keep as much of that sauce in the bowl as possible. Don't just pour this bowl in. I'm going to fry up this beef and then you're going to come back to me when I'm done. Our beef is now, looks to be all nicely sealed. Still a little bit of rareness in there. That's fine by me. So the next thing we add is our veg. So all at the same time, you want to be adding one white onion that has been, I was going to say diced, it's been cubed. Big sort of 2.5, 3 centimeter chunks of onion. 1 green pepper, similar treatment, big old chunks. And finally, 2 cloves of garlic, roughly chopped. Now, just give this a good stir. Just keep stirring this. This is the stir fry stage. So this is smelling amazing already. It really is. What you're looking for here is moderate to high heat. You can hear my wok sizzling. Just keep it moving until those white onions start to go a little bit translucent, and then we do the final step. So I'm seeing the edges of my onions starting to go a little bit translucent now. Yep, that's looking about right. So I'm going to sound like a broken record, but this smells fantastic. There's one last thing we need to do, which is turn down the heat to a more moderate heat, then add in whatever you have remaining of your marinade. You want to add this into your wok. Stir it all around for maybe a minute or two until everything is absolutely glistening. And we are done. I promised you a restaurant quality dish. I'm confident this will meet those expectations. Look at all the beef, all the peppers, all the onions are just glistening with that lovely glossy sauce. The smell of the pepper and the garlic is amazing. I'm going to dish this up. I'm going to be dishing this up with some of my egg fried rice. If you'd like to learn how to make egg fried rice per my recipe, then the link will probably be floating above my head somewhere about now, or if not, it'll definitely be in the description of this video. So anyway, I'm going to plate this up and give you one last money shot. Cheers. And here we have my black pepper beef with my egg fried rice. This dish is absolutely stunning. You will love it. I'm sure of it. I love it. My wife loves it. Once you've cooked it once, you'll cook it time and time again. Thanks very much for watching this video. Please subscribe, do all the normal YouTube thing, likes and send to your friends and everything else. Really enjoy doing these videos for you guys, and I hope that you'll join me on the next one. Thanks very much. Cheers.